Death in One Piece is pretty common occurrence. I mean, you're dealing with pirates, what do you expect? In the One Piece series, there are more than 1100 characters, so someone would die at some point, right? Here's the list of top 50 popular characters who are dead. Gol D. Roger. He was the king of the pirates and the father figure to Shanks and Buggy. He brought about the golden age of pirates. Rocks to Zebek. Zebek was the most dangerous pirate during Roger's time. He was also Roger's strongest adversary. He wanted to become the king of the world. Edward Newgate. He was Roger's rival. He was also the strongest Yonko. Portgas D. Ace. He was the son of Gol D. Roger. He was also sworn brother to Monkey D. Luffy and Sabo. Kozuki Oden. He was the only person among the pirates who could read the poneglyph during Roger's time. He helped Roger to become the king of the pirates. Fisher Tiger. He was one of the most courageous fishermen ever lived. He raided Marijoa on his own and rescued many slaves. Just take a look how many weapons he carried with him to Marijoa. He was fully packed. Luffy needs to take a note of it when he raids Marijoa. Professor Clover. He was the man who inspired Nico Robin, Monkey D. Dragon, and Dr. Vegapunk. Rocinante. He was the savior of Trafalgar Law. He was Doflamingo's younger brother. He was also the foster son of Sengoku. He was a D who didn't have D in his name. I mean, even during the time of death, he was smiling. Nefertari Cobra. Cobra was the king of Alabasta. He was assassinated by the government at Marijoa. Higuma. He is perhaps the most courageous bandit ever lived. He wanted to kill the rival of the strongest swordsman, who later became the strongest Yonko. He also wanted to kill the future Joy Boy, the grandson of the hero of the Marines, Garp. He not just has balls, he has planets. Otohime. She was Shirahoshi's mother. Don Quixote Milscard became a different person because of her. Pedro. He was the captain of the Nox Pirates. He was also the mentor of Carrot. Monet was an officer of Don Quixote Pirates. She worked as an assistant of Caesar Clown at Punk Hazard. Virgo. He was one of the 4 elite officers of Don Quixote family. He was the last Corazon. He died at Punk Hazard. Shimotsuki Yasui. Yasui was the daimyo of Hakumai region of Wano country. He was also the adoptive father of Toko. His alias is Tonoyasu. Tom. He was the shipwright who built Roger's ship, Oro Jackson. He was also the mentor of Frankie and Iceberg. Thatch. He was the captain of the 4th Division in Whitebeard's crew. Blackbeard killed him and stole his devil fruit, Yami Yami Nomi. Kozuki Turkey. She was from the Amatsuki family 800 years ago. She was Kozuki Oden's wife and Momonosuke and Hiri's mother. Shaka. He's one of the satellites of Vegapunk. Hiluluk. He was the father figure to Chopper. Izou. Izou was one of Kozuki Oden's retainers. He was also one of the commanders of Whitebeard pirates. I think he was the only samurai who used guns instead of sword. Ashura Doji. He was one of the retainers of Kozuki Oden. Kurozumi Kanzuro. He was one of the retainers of Kozuki Oden. He was the traitor who leaked sensitive information to Orochi. Kurozumi Higurashi. She was the previous owner of Mane Mane Nomi. The current user of this fruit is Bon Kure, also known as Mr. 3. Kurozumi Semimaru. He was the previous owner of Bari Bari Nomi, or Barrier Devil Fruit. He was a supporter of Kurozumi Orochi. Absalom. He was the previous owner of Suke Suke Nomi, which is Clear Devil Fruit. During the timeskip, he became a reporter under the alias Absa. Mont Blanc Noland. Noland was an adventurer who discovered the city of gold on Jaya. He was also the best friend of Shandia's hero, Calgara. Calgara. He was the legendary hero of the Shandians and the protectors of the city of gold. Shimotsuki Kuina. She is from the famous Shimotsuki clan of Wano country. She was a childhood friend, a relative, and rival of Roronoa Zoro. Shimotsuki Kozaburo. He was the famous swordsmith who crafted Wado Ichimonji and Enma. Shimotsuki Ushimaru. He was the last daimyo of Ringo region of Wano country. He was also a relative of Roronoa Zoro, Mother Carmel. She was a child trafficker who sold orphans to the world government. She was the previous owner of Soul Devil Fruit. Nico Alvia. Alvia was Nico Robin's mother. She embarked on a journey to find the truth of the Void Century. Nefertari Titi. She was Princess Vivi's mother. Portgas D. Rouge. She was Gold Roger's lover and the mother of his child. Scarlet. She was the former crown princess of Dressrosa. She was also Rebecca's mother. Bakina. She was Usopp Usopp's mother and Usopp's wife. She wanted Usopp to become as brave as his father, Belmir or Belmere. She was Nami's adoptive mother. She was a very kind woman. Vinsmoke Sora. She was the queen of Germa Kingdom and mother of Vinsmoke Sanji and his siblings. Donquixote Homie. He was the foremost celestial dragon. He was the father of Doflamingo and Rocinante. Roronoa Arashi. Arashi was Roronoa Zoro's father and son of Shimotsuki Furiko and Roronoa Pinzoro. Trafalgar Lami. She was Trafalgar Law's sister who died due to amber leaf syndrome. Zeppo. Zeppo was older brother of Beppo and was also a member of Nox Pirates. He was killed by Big Mom 5 years ago. Porshimi. Luffy worked for him when he was a kid. Porshimi got played by the nobles after he did their dirty works. Roshio. He was a pirate captain with a bounty of 42 million berries. Bellamy killed him at the beginning of the Jaya arc, Vanderdecken. He was the first captain of the Flying Dutchman. He had an interest in Princess Shirahoshi. Gaburu. He was a revolutionary. He was Caribou's look-alike. Diaz Barrels. He was Drake's father. He wanted to sell Ope Ope Nomi to the Marines. Bushiri. He was one of the archaeologists of Ohara. He was very friendly to Nico Robin. Zorul. He was one of the giants who lived more than 300 years only to be killed by a child. That's so humiliating. Kurozumi Orochi. He was a horrible person, but not all Kurozumis are a disgusting piece of like him. Take Kurozumi Tama for example. She's cute and kind. She played a huge role in the fight at Onigashima. Which of the popular characters I've left out on this list? Comment down below. Like the video if you did and subscribe for more. Hit the notification bell icon for updates. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.